Hey everyone, welcome to this video where I will show you how to Dockerize a .NET application step by step. So let's discuss. Firstly, we have to install .NET SDK, download and install. Then Docker desktop. Also, we have to download and install. And we have to little knowledge about understanding of Docker, basic understanding of Docker. Okay, so let's discuss. Firstly, let's quick understand what Docker is. Okay, Docker allow you to package your application, that means code, your application code, also libraries, database setup, services, all these dependencies into a single container. That means Docker allow you to package your application and all its dependencies into a single container image. This makes it easy to run your application anywhere on your local machine, on a cloud, or on a server. So let's start to discuss .NET applications. We use any ID. So here I use Visual Studio 2022 and create a new project. And from this template, we select ASP.NET web app. So we create here ASP.NET Core Web Apps. Then next, and give the project name here. I web app application first, and this is a location in F drive Docker Pro. This is a folder where our web application one this project save on this location. So next, and from here we enable container support. So firstly we disable this, and after creating application we add Dockerfile. Okay, then create. So our web application first is created here, and by default these controller models views are created here. So firstly we run our these web apps on a local machine. So from here we run this application. Okay, so web application for this web applications is running on our machine successfully. But when we run this, when we deploy this application on a server, on a cloud, then some dependencies are required, database connections. These database connections dependencies we have to add manually when we deploy this application on a server. This system error are coming. Okay, so to solve this problem, we use here a Docker. So firstly, I add a Docker file. So I remove this and click on our project and add a Docker file, Docker support. So here, firstly, we have to give proper path. So this our proper path of this our applications. Okay, and here Docker file and Docker ignore. These are two files are created here. So this Docker file is a simple text. Docker file is a simple text file that contains a series of instructions to build a Docker image, which is a lightweight portable package that include everything need to your application. Okay, that means our code, library, environment, all the required things we include on a Docker ignore. All these files are unnecessary. So this is not used in our Docker image. So this is kept in all unnecessary files we are put in this Docker ignore file. Okay, so after creating Docker file, we create image. Okay, Docker image we have to create. So click on view, terminal, and here go to the path where our Docker file is created. So I open our this project. So in F drive, in Docker Pro, I created our web application first, and again click on web application first, and here our Docker file. So it is important where we created a Docker file. So copy this path for creating Docker image and paste here and enter. So give the proper path where our Docker file is located. After that, create a Docker image. For creating Docker image, use this syntax Docker build -t and our application name. Give the image name. Any image name, give the any image name like my apps 1. Okay, and dot the current this folder. Okay, my apps, this image is created here, and then enter. So our image is built successfully. So here I already open here Docker desktop and search our image is created or not. So my apps, this name image name I give. So this is there is a my apps one image is created, and from here we run this image. So image nothing but a template, simple template, like it is a blueprint. Okay, and when we run this image, then a container is created, and in this container proper dependencies are downloaded which are used in our application. Okay, so let's run this application and open this, and here we use here port, any port you give here. Okay, and we can also use 0, that means randomly generate host port. Okay, when we use 0, so I use here 8085 this port, and then run. Okay, when we run image, then container is created. Okay, so here container is created. In container is nothing but object of this image. Okay, and in this container all necessary dependencies are downloaded. Okay, so from here we run our website, isolate it, anywhere we run this application. Okay, so here successful our application is run. So in this way we Dockerize a .NET application. So in next video, I will use how to use database in our applications. So let's stop here.